Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. So, just a real quick update. So I got to work making some serrated discs and some spiky balls. I'm making them out of iron just because iron is pretty decent. I don't really see. I need to make a lot of them, so I don't really see a need to waste charcoal and things like that on making them out of steel. You know, like making them out of iron will be acceptable for the purposes they're gonna be used for. Actually, if I make them out of iron, I might even be able to fill the traps completely full. You know, do a full 10 instead of 5, like I'd originally planned on doing. I'm also finally getting around to using all the all the sand that I've been picking up from the merchants. I'm making green glass portals, which are windows, and some more green glass vials. Now, something I don't remember if I talked about it before, so I'll just go ahead and say it again just to cover my bases. When you make vials or any kind of container that holds liquid to drink, like if we go over to the leatherwork and we make water skins. If you make water skins, if you make vials out of glass, if you make, let's see, what else can you make? I think flasks are another one. They're all basically the same thing. They are a container that holds a liquid of some kind for your dwarves to drink from. Flasks are metal, water skins are leather, and vials are glass. Whenever you order that, what they'll do is they'll actually take whatever material they're using to make it out of, be it metal, leather, or glass, or sand, whatever. They will take it and they will actually make 3 of them. So it's real easy to get, like, if you don't know that, it's real easy to get just overburdened with, like, just to make way too many of whatever it is you're making. So, you know, there's that. What does this guy have on him? It looks like some cave wheat. It is cave wheat. Nice. So something else that I'm doing, I'm trying to suss out, like, I've never actually used it before, but I'm trying to figure out exactly how to use fertilizer without having them use it year round. I know you use potash as fertilizer, which can be made out of ash or lye, which is all made out of ash. But you use that to increase the yield of your plants. So I'm going to start doing that if I can figure out how to do it without them wasting it, which I'll probably look into it during this video. Well, maybe not during this video, because I won't really worry about it right now until I actually get seeds for rope reed, and until we actually get into the seasons when I can grow pigtails, because those are the crops that I'm actually going to focus on using fertilizer on. I also might do it for the cave wheat and for the sweet pods, just to kind of keep up with the production of plum helmets. But I'm not really too worried about it. Mostly, like I said, I'm going to use it for the cave wheat, or not the cave wheat, the pigtails and the rope reed, so I can kind of keep up production on clothes. There we go. That was the other thing I wanted to talk about, but I couldn't remember if I had. So, as you can see, I've actually flooded this room. I managed to do it so everything is only in 2s and in 1s. A couple of 3s, but it'll take it a while for it to dry out. But so this is ready to go. Well, not ready to go. It will be ready to go once it evaporates. But again, it doesn't really matter because I have to wait for the elves to show up so I can get some rope reed seeds if they have them, or just straight up rope reed plants, so I can start making my own. Stretch noise. Anyway, that should be. I'll go ahead and cut this off here, and once something else happens for me to update you on, I will come back and do that. So see you guys in a bit. Hey guys, so I would like to make a correction. Apparently, green glass windows are glass windows, because apparently portals. Although I've always used, I'm just used to them. You know, I'm used to the portals being the windows for whatever reason. I don't know why. Apparently those are doors. So, like, check it. Like, if we go build door, green glass portal. So, let's see what that looks like. Just gonna sit here and wait while they bring up a green glass portal. I wonder if it just looks like a door, just green. Because that'll be interesting. If that's true, I'll make more of those. Because that actually sounds pretty cool. Because I kind of like the idea of green doors for some reason. So we've actually had more people grown to become children, a couple to become adults. Although if what that guy just walked away with is what the door's actually going to look like, just a green circle, then I don't want it. I don't want it! So here he comes. Green circle. When you install it, it better look like a green door. And not a hideous green circle. Come on. Finish. Finish what you're doing. It's taking them forever. So yeah, that looks horrible. I don't want those. I want the windows. I like windows. Actually, I wonder if I can make the back up. I wonder if I can make crystal glass, because crystal glass is supposed to be really nice. I wonder if I have all the right components for it. But yeah, I don't like these. I don't like these doors. I don't like these green glass doors. They look stupid. They don't look like doors. They look like walls that aren't finished yet. So yeah, I just wanted to make that correction. Windows are actually windows. Portals are apparently doors that look awful. So I'll be back once something else is going on. So see you guys then. Hey everybody, so I have some fantastic news! Look, we have a new mayor! Huzzah! He just also happens to be my broker. So we gotta replace all the old mayor's stuff, but I was like, wait, so we have a new mayor now. What happened to the old mayor? Like, did he finally get out-talked, out-convinced, swathed, or whatever you want to call it? But, no, this son of a bitch has taken vengeance from out of my hands. Blue exclamation point. This bastard has been strucken by melancholy. Now he'll never die, which is awesome. And I don't know if you can hear the sarcasm in my voice, but he's never going to die ever unless something kills him. But that means he's taken all the fun out of out of him getting beaten. I won't be able to do the awesome thing I was going to do, which, by the way, since now I can't do it, I'll just go ahead and tell you what I was going to do. So you guys remember this uninvited guest, this forgotten beast that's just roaming my caverns? Yeah, I was going to send the mayor down there to fight him in hand-to-hand combat and see who came out on top. And if the mayor managed to survive, then I was going to drown him. But, so yeah, he is... This horrible douche has in one stroke taken away my vengeance. And subsequently made it actually impossible for us to fail this challenge now. So, I wonder if vampires still eat people when they're melancholy. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But, yeah. Because when they're stricken by melancholy, they try to starve themselves to death. And as we know, vampires can't die of hunger. So, yeah, again, very outraged. Outraged! Anyway, let's go ahead and assign this to our new mayor, Nod. So, just giving him his new digs. Where are you, Nod? There you are. There you go. So, Nod's got his new place with his wife. I think Nod's a guy. Pretty sure Nod's a dude. I could be wrong. I could be saying that wrong. On the plus side, like, I was checking, it is a little bit hard to keep track of who is upset and who's not, so I do use Dwarven Therapist. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that or I'm pretty sure I've even shown that in one of the older videos. But yeah, so, like, very, very few dwarves are below unhappy at this point. I mean, we still have a few who are miserable, but I think there was only 3 who were miserable level, and 2 of them have been stricken by melancholy. The other one is the wife of the captain of the guard, who is also a ranger. I don't know where she's at, though. Let's see if we can't find her. I think she's a farmer. Yeah, there she is. She is trying to attend a meeting with our mayor to come. Whenever you see a 10 meeting like that and there's no one around, they're trying to talk to one of the nobles, which in this case is the mayor, because they're trying to be consoled. They're trying, they're going to talk to him to relieve their burdens of whatever's making them so upset. So let's go ahead and view creature. Yeah, see, she is miserable. But yeah. So, I don't know. It looks like we've managed to get out of this spiral, or we've managed to at least curb it, so no serious damage is going to be done to the fortress. We have lost 2 people. Two are actually dead. Another one soon will be from starvation or thirst. The mayor will never die, or the mayor, Bimble, our vampire, will never die. Or whatever his true name is, I don't remember. I'm just gonna keep calling him Bimble because that's the name, that's the persona that he is taken over. It's kind of weird that vampires could be struck by melancholy though. I was kind of expecting him to go berserk, but so whatever. So we're no longer in control of him. I'll probably keep him locked in that cell forever now, because I don't know if he'll still drink blood. I don't really know what the mechanics of a vampire going into melancholy is. Melancholy? Yeah, I'm saying that right, I think. So, but anyway, I was just kind of I'm just stoked that we have a new mayor now. Even if it is at the cost of us getting our vengeance on our old mayor. But whatever. Can't be too bummed about it. Actually, while we're here, let's go ahead and check the Civ screen to see what. Okay, awesome. So see how much this has jumped from the last time I was looking at this screen. I think it was less than half of both imports and offerings. So those are pretty high now, which is pretty cool. So I don't know. At this point, like right now, I'm just kind of rambling. I don't really know what to talk about. I mean, we managed to recover pretty decently from that potential fortress ending crisis. So just kind of goes to show you that if you prep for things, if you prep for stuff to make your dwarves happy, once those oh man, I'm just fumbling for word. Are we missing a table? Someone smashed a table down here in their fit of rage. You know what? That's fine though. I would much rather have them busting up tables than, I don't even know why I have extra ones, but I would much rather them bust up tables than smash dwarves' fates in with leather armor. So, I gotta get that fixed though, because if a dwarf has a seat and no table, they kind of get upset. But I mean, the odds of them sitting there are pretty high, but whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, and once something else develops, I will come back to let you know. So see you in a bit. Hey everybody, one more quick thing that I wanted to point out. I just didn't notice it. I don't know if it's always been there and I just never saw it, but I saw it when I was rewatching some older clips from this episode specifically. The one, what you just saw. So if we go into the noble screen, you'll see down here at the bottom it says C becoming the capital. So if you just hit C, it'll tell us what the current requirements are. Who knew? So I guess the only reason why we actually did not get a barony last time is because our offerings were too low. If you remember, they were only at 5,000, I believe. And wait, why does it say? I vaguely remember my offerings being a lot higher than that. Maybe it was because this last time we offered. I mean, maybe that's in one shot. You have to offer that in one shot. Because if we go to the Civs page and we go to Dwarven and we tab over, you can see our offerings are a lot higher than that. They're 13,000. So maybe it's you have to offer that, you have to give that in one offering. You have to give at least that in one offering. I don't know. I mean, if one of you guys knows, I mean, definitely tell me that. But that's what I'm going to have to assume, because it says current offerings 8,000, and I know it's higher. Let's switch over to Classic View, see if it changes. Nope, it's the same. So current offerings is 8,600, so I'm assuming we have to offer at least 7,500. If you want to become the capital, you have to offer at least 7,500 dwarf bucks in one shot. And then our architecture, I think, always stays the same. Because what did that say? That's 200,000, we'll say. And if we go to the stocks page, architecture is, yeah, it's the same number. So that's good to know. I mean, it kind of takes the guesswork out of figuring out what it is we have to do to advance in rank. So that's definitely good to know, right? But yeah, so I just wanted to point that out. I don't know if that is a new thing or if it's always been there and I just never know. Well, I know it hasn't always been there because it wasn't in the older versions. So I'm assuming it wasn't. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch some of the older videos because I don't think it was there in 3.4.02. It might have been added since then, but since I jumped from 0.02 to 0.07, I don't know if it was added during 07 or one of the ones before this or whatever. I would say I would go back to check the changelog, but I'm too lazy. I'm not gonna do that. I might honestly not even go back to rewatch the old videos to see if it's there because I don't recall which videos I looked in the Nobles pages. But yeah, so I just wanted to point that out. Other than that, I mean, well, literally nothing has happened since the last, because like I cut off the last one, rewatched it to make sure it was fine, and then saw that and was like, oh, I should make an announcement. So yeah, just wanted to tell you guys that. I'm rambling again, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off, and I'll be back once something else happens. See you then. Hey guys, so one more thing I wanted to rant about. So not only has our old mare Bimple just totally taken the joy out of I was gonna get of beating him, but apparently my other dwarves feel the same because they've taken pity on him, and now he no longer has a sentence. He has no more jail time, no beating scheduled. They're just like, oh look, he's so depressed. Let's just go ahead and and let him go. It'll be fine. But oddly enough, he's still chained. No one has come to unchain him. They're just gonna leave him in there. So I don't really know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Yeah, so I don't know if that's a bug or if that's supposed to happen, but I mean, no one's coming to let him out. I mean, I really don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't really care. I mean, that's cool. I mean, leave him in there because I don't really want to find out if he still drinks blood when people are sleeping. But I mean, that does kind of, permanently take up a jail cell that I can never use. Hang on a sec. Alright, potential crisis averted. My cats were fighting or something. I don't know. They were making weird noises that sounded like fighting. I had to go break it up. Anyway, speaking of that, we actually have quite a few dogs and cats roaming the halls. I think it's time to have a slight purge. That's a lot of animals. Oh, those are puppies. Still though, the same thing applies. There's a lot of them, and they're just taking up not only processor power because my computer has to figure out, their pathway, but this is all potential food. Delicious, delicious food. Digital cat and dog meat. Anyway, yeah. I don't know what I was talking about. I completely got distracted. Oh, I was talking about how my mare is just a complete douche and will basically not get punished for... The game is basically giving me a you can't lose card, because if they leave him locked in that cell, that's perfectly cool with me, but I mean, like I said before, he'll never starve to death, so he'll just be in there forever. And as you can see... you, Bimple? He still counts as a member of my society. So, if I lose everybody else, he'll still be here. The only way I could lose this is if I lose everybody else and then no more dwarves decide to show up at my fortress because the liaison didn't get to talk to my mare the last time. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. But yeah. So, I just wanted to point that out. I'll be back, actually, what time is it? Late winter, it's the 7th of Obsidian. Alright, so we're coming up on summertime. Just kind of looking over. I have a lot of rangers, man. 12 rangers? 11 crass dwarves? 60 children? That's way too many children. That's way too many children. Why do I need that many children? I don't. I don't need that many children. It'll be nice once they actually implement the... Because I think there's been talk either on the forums or in the actual devlogs, there's been talk of them actually making it to where not only can your dwarves come to your fortress, but you can also send out groups of dwarves from your fortress to go form more fortresses, which would be pretty cool. I think that'd be an interesting thing. Like, once your fortress gets to the area, gets to the size to where, you know, it's no longer fun to play because it's just so big and self-sustainable, you just pick 7 dwarves and we're like, alright, cool, we're going to send these dwarves with these things out to form a new fortress, and then this fortress will stay here, and you can go make more fortresses. I kind of foresee that happening, and I think that'd be really cool. I don't know about you guys, but I think that'd be awesome, to make a fortress so successful, and then to take dwarves from your fortress and send them out into the world to make a new fortress. You know, whatever. And then that way, you know, you can kind of conquer the world, basically. You know, you just keep going out and, like, and especially with the military updates they're going to do where you can send out armies to crush your opponents, that would be really awesome. You know, like, you send them out to crush a goblin tower or whatever, and then move in and take over it, or, you know, even to other human and elven civilizations, or even other dwarven civilizations, because there's more than, you know, there's more societies, depending on where you start in the world, so you could fight other dwarven civs and, you know, try to take over the world. That would be kind of cool. That'd be really, really hard to do, though, and it would take a lot of time. I don't know if anyone would actually have the patience for that. Actually, what am I saying? Of course people would have patience for that. That'd be awesome. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Anyway, rambling again. Gonna cut this off. Be back in a bit. Alright, everybody. So, this is the last dwarf that was really miserable and upset. It is the wife of... Wait, who is this? Oh, I guess she's the wife of the potage maker. So, never mind, scratch that. She's not the last one that was really upset. But, remember how before when I was saying, you know, when they do conduct meeting and they go to talk to someone in charge, as you can see here, second line, it says, she cried on somebody in charge and felt a lot better afterwards. That's really what you want to see. That wasn't happening before with my other mayor because I had to keep him away from the populace. Because, you know, again, there's the whole danger to society thing. So right now she's very unhappy. Hopefully we can keep boosting that up. But I mean, that's really what I was talking about before. When they go to when they go to talk to someone who's in charge, and they make them feel better. Which is awesome. Which I actually should probably check into my Baroness and see how she handles that kind of thing. Because when she is embarrassed in the shoes. Yeah, I need to check into the person who I selected to be my Baroness, because once she becomes the Baroness, then people are going to go to her for that same kind of thing. So let's actually do that. Let me see if I can find her. I don't remember what job she had, so I just have to look for nicknames. Where are you, Baroness? Baroness, come out to play. Oh, there she is. She is a miller. Let's do view creature. She's comfortable in social situations, teaches tend to avoid the crowd, she loves a good thrill, she does not have a great aesthetic. But that's really what we need, is the comfortable in social situations. So let's actually go ahead and do zoom creature, general, dabbling persuader, negotiator, judge of intent, liar, intimidator, conversationalist, comedian, flatterer, pacifier, observer. Okay, so those are all dabbling. They could be higher. I wish they were higher, actually. But yeah, so that's kind of a good thing. I mean, she's going to get a lot more practice when she actually becomes the Baroness, and then the Countess, and then the Duchess. That's a fun word to say. Duchess? Duchess. Anyway, yeah, I'm in a rambling mood tonight, man. I don't know why. I keep going off on these tangents, and I'm enjoying myself, and that's really the most important thing. In my mind, that's really the most important thing, to have fun doing Let's Plays. I mean, you just gotta enjoy yourself while you're doing it. Because if you're not enjoying yourself, what's the point of doing it, right? Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? There I go again. Anyway, I think this is going to be the end of the video. It's been going on. We're at about the 20-25 minute mark. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm feeling pretty good. You know, we managed to curb that spiral. I mean, the only negative thing that's really happened, you know, we're on an up note. We're ending on an up note. We're doing pretty good. As long as I can get those last two unhappy dwarves to become happy again. I think there's a few babies that might still be in a pretty foul mood, but who cares about them? They're babies. They're not going to do anything. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure my military is back up to the point to where most of them are pretty stoked again, so I can actually get them back onto active duty and back to training. I'm trying to spruce up their... Let me actually go up here real quick. As you can see, I'm trying to spruce up their barracks. Actually, let me finish putting... Oh, what? Oh, that's right. It's weapons racks, not armor stands. Finish putting those in there while I'm talking. But yeah, I mean... Oh, I hit the wrong button. So, I mean, my military should be back to work within the next month or so. Like I said, trying to make their barracks a little nicer. I'm probably going to actually get some more people up here to finish flooring this thing off. I might put some more decorations in here so that they feel, you know, a lot happier about actually being up here to do their job. But, yeah, so pretty excited. Pretty excited. We're managing to really come out of that. And I lost track of what I was saying. I'm sorry. That was weird. But yeah, so we're doing pretty good. Like I said, I'm going to end this here. Thank you very much for watching, and join me next time.